Okay, so I want to tell y'all about a conversation I had with my youngest nephew. And before y'all say anything, I did ask my sister, and she does not mind that I tell this story on the internet, okay? So I had my nephew for the week. We had some family come in town, and we went and we stayed with the family. So this is the first night that we're back home. It's me, my nephew, and one of my nieces. I had brought some cupcakes back from the Airbnb that we were staying at. I brought 3 cupcakes. I brought one for me, I brought one for my nephew, and I brought one for my niece's baby because my niece has a baby. My niece don't eat cupcakes. So when we got back to my house, my nephew was back there playing his PlayStation. So I go back there to talk to him, and I realized that he had icing around his mouth. So me seeing the icing around his mouth made me want my cupcake. So I go to the kitchen to get the cupcake, and there's only one cupcake left. So I go to my niece and I'm like, how did the baby like the cupcake? Because this will be his first time having a cupcake. And my niece said, what cupcake? We didn't get a cupcake. So I said, you didn't get a cupcake out of here? I brought the baby a cupcake. And she said, no, he didn't get a cupcake. So I'm like, okay, who ate the other cupcake? So I go to my nephew and I'm like, how many cupcakes did you eat? And he said, 1. And I said, are you sure you only ate 1 cupcake? Because I brought 3 cupcakes and there's only 1 left. So he was like, no, auntie, I only brought 1 cupcake. I only ate 1 cupcake. So I said, okay, come in here into the kitchen. So we go into the kitchen and I asked my niece in front of him, I'm like, hey, did the baby get a cupcake? And she said, no. So I turned to him and I said, did you eat 2 cupcakes? And he said, no, auntie, I didn't eat 2 cupcakes. So now I feel like I'm losing my mind because I swear that I brought 3 cupcakes home with me. So about this time, I said, okay, let me check the garbage because somebody has eaten this cupcake. So I'm checking the garbage for the cupcake wrappers. And while I'm checking the garbage for the cupcake wrappers, my nephew says, I swear on my dead brother, I only ate 1 cupcake. So now me and my niece look at him like, what? So my niece says, why would you say something like that? Because first of all, he does not have a dead brother. So I in turn look at him and I said, what are you talking about? You don't even have a dead brother. Y'all, he looked me in my face with a straight face and said, yes, I do. My mom had an abortion. Bro, I fucking lost it. I was laughing so hard. Like, I was so taken aback. Like, it took me a minute to gather myself. I was clutching my pearls. And I said, don't you ever tell anybody else that. That is nothing. And first of all, how do you even know that it was a boy? How do you know that your mom had an abortion? Like, what is going on here? So about that time, while I'm digging in the garbage, I found the cupcake wrappers, 2 of them stuck together. So I pulled the cupcake wrappers out of the garbage and I said, listen, no more games. Did you eat this cupcake or not? You're not going to get in trouble for eating the cupcake, but you are going to get in trouble for lying. Who ate this cupcake? And he said, all right, I ate the cupcake. Bro, like, it's time for these kids to go back to school. Get them out of my house. Get them out of my house.